Hey everybody, been a while since I posted a video. Just wanted to do a quick update while I still had a little bit of sunlight left. Um, I've done some major upgrades to my system, wanted to share it with everybody. I'll just go ahead and start at the hood and work my way to the back. Let me know what you think. If you guys see any room for improvement or if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know. Alright, so let's get started here. So under the hood, I have my new CES alternator. It is 370 amps and it holds, I think, 240 at idle. I have the Big 4 upgrade. I've done a full battery delete. I'm running lithium in the trunk. We'll get to that in a second. I didn't make a whole box. I just took a couple bus bars, took some wood, totally deleted the battery connections here, put them in the car, and put some rubber foam to keep this thing from moving. Pretty sturdy. I have 4-aught new concepts wiring at the alternator down there at the very bottom, running to the back batteries, and I have 2 0 gauge wires running from the alternator chassis to the battery. I also have a 4-aught wire running from the frame to the negative terminal, and I have, for lack of enough wiring, I have one 0 gauge OFC wire running from the ground to the negative battery. So far I do not have negative wires running from the alternator to the back batteries yet. I am waiting on some additional wire to do that to complete my electrical. Otherwise, I do have a Big 4 under here as it is. To the interior, I have, controlling everything, a Pioneer DEH 7600 NEX. It is a 9-inch screen, has all the bells and whistles except you can't play DVDs. Fire stick to this and watch all of your favorite shows. You can be different and watch YouTube videos as opposed to listening to music. If you want to be different and want to stunt for people at stoplights or riding with you. For my interior speakers, I have all GL audio. I have in the front C5 653, so that's 3 sets, 7 or 3/4 inch tweeter, 4-inch mid-range, 6.5-inch door. Crossovers I have here at my kick panels on each side. Arms that dude. Check out his page. He's funny as shit. He makes the weirdest faces. I also have JL Audio. I have ZR650 component sets, but this is a little different here. I have my 6.5s in the door, but I took their 1-inch bullet and I put it next to my head. Tune it down with the speaker level adjustment on the head unit. Most people delete their whole back stage altogether. I find that the 6.5s in the back create more of a richer atmosphere, and the tweeters in the back just is a waste of space. It can be used. My subwoofer I'll show last because that's in the back seat. Here is my amps in my amp rack. I have a Salt 4 with for both of my amps. With a for both the power and the ground. I have 8-gauge OFC new concept speaker wire going into the sub, which, there she is, by the way. Interiors, I have a JL Audio amp pushing this. I previously had a Slash version 3 304 pushing, but that bad boy went kaput. So this is the XD. Does really well. I have it wired a weird way. I think one of these channels on this is bad. My front right speaker doesn't work too well unless I have it wired in this configuration. I don't think I'm fully bridging it the right way, but I like the way it sounds, and I'm leaving it be. This is fan, obviously. I figured on summer days when this thing goes over 100 degrees, kick this bad boy on, keeps it nice and cool. It is loud as hell. My battery bank is Yinlong, 40 amp hours. Me and my buddy built this amp rack last night. It's not the best job, but keeps all the wires hidden, and the is visible in the back. I have a plexiglass in the back with a light, but I have the light also tied in with that C-flow fan. So when I turn on my switch, you get to see that pretty sub, but you hear that big ass vacuum cleaner sounding air blower. So there's my baby. I deal with a little bit of box rise. It's wired down to 1 ohm, but with box rise I'm going up to 2 ohm, sometimes 4 ohm, even though it's a 4,000 watt amp, and I'm keeping it steady at 14.4, sometimes even up to 14.8, 2,000 or 2,300 watts because of box rise. If I had a dual 1 ohm sub, or if I had another dual 2 ohm 18, I can eliminate box rise. So I may be looking to upgrade this to Assault 6 if I can afford it, or switch to a different amp that might not be as pretty as this, but will put out the required watts with box rise being taken into consideration. So that is my sub, my setup. Oh, one other thing, I have 2 different types of inline fuse holders running. This is the exact same one that's underneath my hood, but it's pretty far down. This is a tool 4/0 for the person who gave this on the hookup, because he's my homie. It's good to have homies in the car audio industry. They will talk shop with you, give you pointers, and hook you up with some freebies, man. It's good to know people. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, share it, subscribe it, put me on blast, everybody. Make me YouTube rich so I can make more videos, so I can buy more stuff and upgrade. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. This is French.